have been delighted with that fight back in the second half.
Yeah, very much so, very much so. Obviously I spoke and addressed the boys at half time, and we spoke a little bit about the fact that we're putting ourselves under too much pressure, which has been a theme of ours pretty much all season. Our ball completion and silly penalties at crucial times has cost us field position and put us under the pump a lot. And I made the point to them that I wanted to see a little bit more enthusiasm from them in the second half, show a little bit more of that togetherness. I mentioned that the game was there to be won, but we'd have to be better in certain areas with the ball, and obviously with more energy, with push around the ball and things like that. And I certainly felt the last 20 minutes was the best we've played all season. We were smart, we were disciplined, we were respectful of possession, we kicked well, we chased well, and I think probably we're fair to say we grinded the opposition down. What we've got to learn from that though is we need to be better starting our games, and having that same mentality at the start of a game, and therefore that'll make the workload and the job easier for us, come the end of the game. But very proud of the players in the way they faced that. I mean, like I said, they put themselves on a hell of a lot of pressure throughout that game. They absorbed it, and they managed to show enough character within the group to come through it and like I say, be very disciplined and strong in that last 15-20 minutes to get the result.
Difficult situation with him being a lone player. And and
I just think, and just no disrespect to Brad, he's still a young fella and that, but what Brad does bring is a lot of energy, and he is, he's a very smart player, and he's actually, he's wiser than his years. I mean, for a 21-year-old, the way he speaks, within the group at training and what he can see and identify, with certain things and how he reads the game, he's certainly above his years, and I do believe that he could potentially be a captain of the future. He certainly has those characteristics. He's a competitor, and he has that will to win, that want to win. And like I say, he's a very good talker, and like I say, and his actions, as you see out there,
very good turn of phrase well,
absolutely.
For that try,
Absolutely.
To outrun someone like Alex Brown's quite impressive.
Yeah, it is impressive, mate. No, but he's been good for us as Brad, certainly in recent weeks, and very, very proud of how he's going at the moment. Yeah, absolutely. Very, very pleased. We've worked hard this week at training. Obviously, we needed a response after last week, and the boys got stuck into each other through the week, and it was pretty tough. It was hard on them physically. They had to whack at each other this week, and they got through it as a group. And like I said, I think that kind of translated out there on the field. And I thought some of our try line defence was excellent. The way we defended our try line at time after time, Halifax had possession and field position, and somehow, whether it was pretty or not, we managed either to scramble or we stayed in the system and handled it. And I was very, very proud of our try line defence. I still think we gave up too many metres at times, but hey, they're a big, strong side, big, strong forward pack that go forward well. We identified they play a very high offload game, and I thought we did a good job, reasonably a good job on their forwards on retaining that offload game and stopping it. So, very, very pleased defensively with our performance, overall.
Any injuries?
Not that I'm aware of at the moment. No injuries at the moment. They're long-term injuries. So Willie Bartow again is probably another 3 to 4 months away. Richie Mathers at least another 3 months away. Nick Sliney 2.5 months still. And Glenn Riley at least could potentially, he's just had surgery on his ankle, so another 3 to 4 weeks. 3 to 4 months. True, it is true. And I understand that. And like I say, I've made it pretty clear that my philosophy is to build this club around our kids. That's the long-term plan. Like I said, I'm having to play 5, 6, 7 kids every week, which is not ideal. It's not what I want to be doing. I don't want to kill the kids. I want to be able to break them in naturally and nurture them and develop them. So in 3, 4, 5 years' time, that core group of kids are established. They are the core of the team with the quality built around it to take us forward. But they're doing a great job for me. That they are. They're having to because they're the only bodies we've got available. But I am actively seeking the market. I have made offers to certain players, and hopefully we'll see some new additions to the squad in the next 3 or 4 weeks to obviously not only strengthen the team and add that competition for places, but also will allow me to give some of these kids a bit of a break, because I think it's a big ask to ask an 18-year-old prop in Toby ever to play 30 matches this year in the championship, and I don't want him by the time he gets to 21, 22, busted up, I want to make sure he's flying when he gets to that age and has a long career. I've made all the noises to suggest that we do need more seasoned, battle-hardened, established players in the squad. I've made that pretty clear even during our pre-season campaign. And to have 10 players that are inexperienced or young within your top 25 is way too many. And to rely on that to get you through and get you back in the Super League is too big an ask. What it does excite me is the fact that there's a lot of potential within the squad, and I think as long as the fans and the club itself understand that potentially this team in 3, 4, 5 years' time could be a very successful team. And my dream is ultimately, if I can build it around those core group of kids, maybe in 3 to 4 years' time I can start to bring back maybe a Tony Clubb back down, or a Louis McCarthy, or a Michael Channing, or some of these ex-London guys that are in the Super League, because they want to come back to a London club that's got a strong culture, it's got a winning mentality, and obviously wants to progress and go forward. I mean, eventually my dream is to have pretty much I know we're not going to have a full London-based team, but the majority of the side will be London-based players who have come through the London system. Wow, that'd be special.
Yeah, you're confirmed in the job this week. Were you given to any particular targets for the season?
I think top four is obviously a goal that we set that as a goal anyway from day one, and that for me still is priority for the club at the moment. And the big reason behind that is obviously the financial repercussions you get off the back of that. You finish in the top four. Financially, we're going to be a hell of a lot better off to be able to continue or build upon what we want to do. If we don't finish in the top four, then that's where Plan B might have to come in. We'll have to reassess where we're at financially as a club and what we have to do moving forward from there. But I've certainly got the backing of the chairman and the owner. What I mean, in whatever direction we go. So, but I'm pretty confident with the squad, the current squad that we've got, and we smarten up and continue to produce better performances than what we have done in recent weeks, and certainly build off the back of today. And also, if I can, get a bit of a mini recruitment drive done, over the next sort of 6 to 8 weeks, and bring some bodies in that are going to continue to take us forward, I don't see why that can't still be a reality. Of course it does. And look, even with the current squad as it is, we're still capable of making the top four. There's no doubt about that. I mean, again, and that will be reflected on performance. So, if we perform to our levels that we know we can do and what we expect, then we will make the top four. I've got no doubt about that. But certainly, if we're able to add in some bodies, and as you rightly said, David, but some more seasoned and battle-hardened players, established players, not only from this competition or from the higher leagues, that's going to give us another boost and another injection to help and give us more confidence, I guess, as a team to get us there.